Tom Hirschler here, father of the infamous Nathaniel Hirschler of Rhino Feed fame, and I am going to open up the ISA 1 analog independent microphone preamplifier. It is what they say is a single channel preamp. However, it does have two channels, and I'll show you that in a bit. Cover's pretty self-explanatory, just the title of the product and a brief description. If I go to this side, the exact same information is there. If I go to this side, it's the same information. They got a lot of mileage out of that information. The back is loaded with information. ISA series, transformer based. I believe this is a single channel of one of Focusrite's infamous analog desk preamplifiers, and they've kind of taken the information or taken the product out and built it into a single channel. And on the right side of the box, this is actually kind of cool. It shows you a couple different setups. If you want to record guitar, for example, it shows you that you can use both a microphone into the microphone input and also a guitar into a direct input. And you can do those simultaneously, and you can take the outputs at the same time. And interestingly, in this scenario, they have the microphone amping a cabinet. So they're getting the direct in from the guitar, and they're also getting the mic'd cabinet in a single recording session. On this other little scenario, they show you how to hook up. They're showing you how to put in effects, insert in, and basically that's just a microphone setup. So it's just using a single channel of the two that the preamplifier has. And that's about it on the box. I shall open this up. They call this a lunchbox preamplifier, probably because it looks like a lunchbox and has a nice little handle on it. Seems to be packaged well. It seems quite large, the box. Other preamps I've purchased, boxes are quite small. But then again, the preamps are a little bit smaller than this too, so I think maybe bigger is better in this case. I don't know. Brief products guide with other Novation products. Here's another Focusrite products guide and a registration card, which anybody that has a computer probably would not use. And then a user guide. I've gone through this a little bit online, and it talks about the specific inputs and outputs and some basic setup guidelines. So there you have it, the paperwork. Let's see, let's not put that there. This is a power supply cord. I won't take the trouble to open that up. You've seen a million of those. Let's see, how do I get this out without damaging it? So I shall take this out. Nice high density foam, seems very well suspended and protected. And I shall take this plastic off right away. Feels very well built. It's a steel chassis. It's quite heavy. I don't know if I'll guess the poundage. Yeah, sure, I'll guess the poundage. That puppy's about maybe 6 pounds. Be funny if I was right. And let me put this to the side now and get the box out of here because it looks kind of rough and ugly. Okay, so first impressions. Like I said, very solidly built. Feels really, really good. Has a nice leatherette handle, so you can carry it around and deal with the heft. I'll go real quickly through the various front panel things. Try not to move it around too much. You have two channels here, even though they call it a single channel. Essentially, you have input here, so this is like your mic line channel. You can switch between the input type here, whether mic line, instrument. This is a gain knob that steps in 10 dB increments, I believe, up to 60 dB. And then in addition to that, you have a continuously variable gain knob that gives you another 20 dB. So from what I understand, 80 dB of really clean gain. A great preamp for microphones that don't have a lot of gain built into them, that are not as sensitive, such as ribbon mics or maybe dynamic mics for broadcasting. Typical knobs here, you have 48 volt phantom power, you have phase switches, just things along that nature. You can change the impedance, however you say that, I forget. So you can kind of line up the impedance of the microphone with the preamp, or try something for creative purposes. You also, in addition to that, have a direct input. You can plug a guitar into this or an instrument, and you can change the impedance for that as well. It's a gain knob for that. This little output, this is not an input, it's an output, allows you to go straight through to a guitar cabinet, for example. So if you plug your guitar in here, you can take that signal that goes through the gain stage and comes back out, and you can send it to your amp. So it's kind of a cool way, if you were recording guitars, to get both a clean and an amped, like they showed you on the box, a clean and an amped recording of a guitar. Also very good for singer-songwriters like myself, because you can plug in your guitar here and use this side over here for your microphone, use this side for your guitar, and you can take your 2 channels straight off of that and get very, very good quality recordings, from what I understand according to the reviews. This side is basically a phone's jack with a volume. So you can monitor the inputs directly, or you can take an output from your DAW and put it into the back, which I'll show you in a second, and monitor feed from your DAW. So you can choose between those with this button right here. These are just level settings. There's different types of metering that you can use, and you can choose between those. And clipping, typical clipping type stuff, and then ADC conversion. Now they also have a digital version of this. I believe it's about $500 more, which does all of the conversion in the preamplifier, and you can send it out through SPDIF or some other digital means into your computer, and it has excellent converters. I understand I can't really afford that, nor is the quality of what I'm doing really up to the point where it would require that level of quality, and where you're controlling the signal to that extent. But anyway, power, obviously power cord, a Q mix you can take from your computer. I mentioned before, you can change which type of metering gets used with this switch here. You can turn those also and calibrate the metering. I mean, they are stepped, and there is a detent at the default, but you can change the metering if you want to look at the metering a different way. You can take an output from the instrument side, from here, and from the mic side. So technically, it really is a 2-channel preamp. So it's kind of funny the way they named it, but very cool. A lot of bang for the buck. Microphone in, instrument or line ins here, and then an insert chain. So you can send this out to an effects processor of some kind, hardware effects processor, bring it back in, and basically then send the signal to your recording device. So very, very feature-rich preamp. Feels really good. I'm really looking forward to using this puppy on some vocals I got coming up. And, I might do a review of it in the future. But I hope you enjoyed this little unboxing and stepping through of the features. And if you've got any questions or anything like that, please feel free to contact us at the bottom of this video, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. And if you have any other experiences with this product that you'd like to share, please do the same. Happy to look at those, and check us out on rhinofeed.com for other videos, or on our channel here, and just have a great day.